Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Wednesday. I'm Risa Redhunt, and thanks for tuning in to WMAX TV, your source for top Maxim news and events. This morning's segment will be focusing on a very important topic, Nurses Week. It would be tough to find someone out there whose life hasn't been impacted by a nurse. Here at Maxim, we appreciate our nurses every day, but this week gives us an opportunity to tell and show them just how far that appreciation extends. To me, nurses are the backbone of healthcare. They work tirelessly and selflessly. They care deeply and without question. They put in endless hours physically while at work and mentally while off duty. And possibly most importantly and impressively, they provide critical and life-saving care with a smile on their face. It's important to balance out the tough, more serious aspects of life by keeping a mixture of light and fun moments. This is a skill the nurses here in our Portland, Maine office have mastered. Glenda brings zen to the office with her bubbling waterfall and words of wisdom. We should start calling her Zenda. I know I can always count on Bobby for an informal debriefing after work over some appetizers. And I never have to worry that my sweet tooth will go unsatisfied with our clinical manager, Jackie, around. Cupcakes for days. I could go on all day about how nurses and how fantastic they are, but I'd rather chat with some of our office members so they too can answer the important question, what do nurses mean to you? I'll first chat with our home care recruiter, Cassidy Alex. Cassidy, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Risa. You know, I was scrolling through my feed the other day and I saw a post that said, not all superheroes wear capes. And I think nurses are the perfect example of that. I'm lucky enough to work with amazing individuals day in and day out. And these nurses show incredible strength, compassion, and intelligence in such a genuine and caring way. It has to be a superpower.
So you would consider Jackie, Bobby, and Glenda to be superheroes?
I mean, they're still nice to me when I forget to enter my vision schedules. And you can ask our field support group, that has to be a superpower.
I can't argue with that. Speaking of field support, let's next hear from Delaney Gray, our field support associate. Delaney, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, Risa, nursing is the art of healing. Nurses heal all ailments, physical and mental. Many times when a person needs medical attention, they are scared, in pain, and fearful of the unknown. But right by their side is a nurse. Nurses calm fears, ease pain, and bring a smile to all faces. From having close family and friends who are nurses, I know that nursing is a calling. It is not for the faint of heart and comes with many challenges, but at the end of each shift, a nurse knows they have made a difference, whether large or small, in a person's life.
You're so right, Delaney. I can imagine it'd be incredible to walk a mile in a nurse's shoes.
Well, actually, Risa, it would be more like 4 to 5 miles in a nurse's shoes. A study found that nurses walk 4 to 5 miles on an average during a 12-hour shift, compared to the average American who walks just 2.5 to 3 miles over the course of an 18-hour day.
That is a lot of walking. I'm tired just thinking about it. But I need to get over to Kara Porrell, one of our staffing recruiters, to talk with her. Can you give me some help? Karen, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, Risa, nurses mean different things for different people. But for me, it means a group of selfless leaders who want to make a change in humanity. They listen, care, and provide for individuals who may not have adequate resources to do so themselves, something that takes patience and understanding.
Tell me a little bit more about that. Why do you say it takes patience and understanding?
Well, I know that for me personally, if I had someone's family member screaming at me and their bedridden father pooping on my shoe while trying to accurately assess them, it would take a lot out of me. But a nurse's ability to adapt within a stressful situation and make suggestions when needed is what makes this career so unique and special. Their knowledge and expertise is something I don't think people realize comes from endless hard work and determination, and that's something that we need to recognize as the nursing shortage becomes greater and greater. I just want to say thank you to all the wonderful nurses out there. We appreciate all that you do.
Thanks so much for sharing that, Karen. Now we'll talk a little bit more with someone else who has lots of experience with patience and understanding, the one who has to manage us all, our operations leader, Jessie Lidgy. Jessie, tell me about what nurses mean to you.
Thanks, Risa. First of all, how long do I have? An hour would be great.
Let's keep it concise for once, Jesse.
Ouch. Okay, well, that'll be hard, but I'll do my best. But to answer your question, Risa, nurses are the true heroes on the front lines of protecting our health. Whether it's working to prevent illness or providing urgent care when something goes wrong, nurses are there for us when we need them the most. And I tell you what, it's not easy being a nurse. The last time we reviewed medication reconciliation during a Maxim audit, I came out of the room so dazed, I forgot what year it was for a second. It's incredible what nurses need to keep track of. Jackie always jokes that nurses need body cameras to document everything that they do, and I actually think that's a great idea. I wonder if we can order them on MVP. Delaney, can you look into that? Anyway, I couldn't be happier to work with nurses each and every day. We have some pretty special ones here in Portland. Happy Nurses Week, ladies. Couldn't be more happy to work with you. And now I'd like to tell a funny story about...
No, Jesse, I think that'll do for now. Yeah, we need some time to talk next with James Ingalls, our business development manager. James, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, Risa, nurses are my window into a world that I never want to go to, but I'm really happy to know that nurses are there, so I don't have to. It's tough. I feel like a lot of people take their health for granted until it isn't. The nurses in my life open my eyes to the daily struggles of their patients and to their unwavering dedication to helping their patients live their best life.
Thank you for sharing that, James. Let's hope the next time you need a nurse is just to plant a PPD for a new staffing hire and not because you're sick or injured.
Let's hope.
Next, we'll hear from Tyler Adams, one of our staffing recruiters. Tyler, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, first I'd like to ask you a question. What do you call two ITU nurses holding hands?
I don't know.
A synapse, of course.
Tyler, I don't get that joke.
To be honest, I don't either, but at least I have three amazing clinicians in the office that could explain that to me if I need a little better understanding. And not only are nurses good for explaining hospital jokes that I don't get, but they're the most critical part of the healthcare industry. They truly understand the importance of the work they do each and every day, and they continue to deliver it at the highest level. Their ability to balance all aspects of the job is what impresses me the most, and I just want to say how much I appreciate the work that they do. To me, they're a vital resource, and it's comforting to know that they can answer any question that I could possibly have, and normally it's a bad question. To put it simply, we would be nothing without all the dedicated nurses out there, so I just wanted to say thank you.
That's a nice sentiment, Tyler. You started out a little shaky there with that joke, but you really made a comeback with those kind words. Speaking of comebacks, Danny Olson, one of our other staffing recruiters, had a bit of a rough start to his tenure by dropping the ball a little on reporting some home care related information while on call. Danny, here's your opportunity to make a comeback and report on the topic of the day. So, what do nurses mean to you?
Well, nurses have always been present in my life due to my mother working in healthcare and having many nurse friends. Aside from the outstanding care that they provide on a regular basis, to me, nurses are some of the most caring friends and family anyone could welcome into their life. I don't believe I've ever met a nurse that isn't willing to make sacrifices in order to benefit the life of another, and we should all be grateful for the dedication they bring to the table when it comes to maintaining the well-being of others.
Well said, Danny. Anything else you want to add?
Well, I do have a joke about HIPAA, but I can't tell you.
That was clever. I found it humorous. Well, that concludes our segment on Nurses Week, but not our appreciation, because that extends to every day. Thank you again, nurses, for all that you do day in and day out. Anything is pulseable with your excellent support and care. Aorta tell you how much I care all the time.